Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Presley, and in this video today, I'm giving you my full review for Logan, so let's get right into it. Now, Logan is a super great movie, and me and my girlfriend decided to watch this right after watching Deadpool 2 because that's the next movie to watch before Deadpool 3. I'll be getting Deadpool 3 review out hopefully very soon. But yes, Logan is a fantastic movie. There's a lot of amazing things about this film. One of the main standouts being that it doesn't feel like a superhero movie at all. Very grounded, very gritty and realistic. Very much rated R, dealing with a dying Logan, a dying Charles Xavier, trying to take care of this young girl that has come into Logan's life that we find out is his daughter. And it's just such a great film. It is kind of a little road trip adventure film, even though it's a superhero movie. I think it's great. I love that it's part of this genre, but it kind of subverts expectations every step of the way. They don't shy away from the violence. They don't shy away from the emotion, because there's a lot of emotion throughout here with Charles Xavier and his dying self, but also with Laura Kinney and Logan himself. Great stuff throughout here. The characters really stand out. Logan is dying and he's trying to end his life, but he's still taking care of Xavier while he's still kicking. And it's very emotional towards the end throughout here. He starts gaining this connection with his newfound daughter. And by the end of it, I don't want to spoil exactly what happens. If you haven't seen Logan already, definitely check it out. But the ending is very emotional throughout here. He gains this connection with his daughter. He feels bad for leaving. He doesn't want to say goodbye. He ends up having to in order for her to live a normal life, because all these mutants are being tracked down by these companies who want to take them back and kill them because they don't want any more mutants throughout. They were their experiments, and they are essentially saying the experiment's over and these kids need to be put down. It's really heartbreaking stuff throughout here and pretty disturbing. I love how the kids band together in the very end because it feels like a lot of good payoff. We see them getting tortured throughout the entire movie. So to see them finally kick back against their oppressors is some really great and emotional stuff throughout here. Overall, I love the story. I love the flow of this movie, and I especially love the ending. Very heartfelt, very emotional, and pays off really well. Now, my girlfriend had never seen Logan before. This is my second time watching it, but she had never seen it before, and she adored it. I happen to love it as well, but she really fell in love with this movie. And one of the main reasons was because of Laura Kinney and her relationship with Logan, because throughout a lot of the first half and even part of the second half of this movie, Laura Kinney is mute. So we're learning about her through other people telling us things about her, or learning about how she fights and her backstory, but we're not actually finding out anything from her because she's not communicating with Logan. They're kind of at odds with each other. They're pissing each other off even as they're on this road trip together. And as we get towards the end of the film, she starts talking, and so it's kind of a little comedic break there, even though it's not supposed to be funny. It is funny because she's just goofy and she really makes everybody laugh. I think she's a really interesting and funny character, and she's also a very hurt character. Her origin is very sad, and her upbringing was horrible. So her finding humanity in Logan as a father after being around these ruthless adults for so long really is very emotional and really well done. The conflict throughout here of mutants dying and the government and these agencies not wanting any more mutants at all is really good as well, because the X-23 program, which is all these mutant kids that they raised from little embryos, is not working. They're deciding to go with the X-24 project, which is basically just cloning Wolverine, cloning Logan, and making a Logan that can be controlled, can be manipulated to do all their dirty work. Really great stuff throughout here. There's some amazing fight scenes with this Logan. They all happen towards the back half. The first half is just them on the run. Really well done. Love the CGI throughout here. The fact that it's Logan and his doppelganger together in the same scenes is always really impressive. The action is great. It feels super visceral, especially between one another, but also when Laura Kinney's fighting and when all these mutant kids are fighting. Fantastic stuff. Overall, the villains throughout here, I really dug them. They felt annoying. They felt aggravating. Every time we saw them, we're like, ugh, these guys are here again to just stir up a bunch of mayhem. Great stuff throughout. And overall, while I'm not going to spoil the ending of this movie, the ending is very sad. And what happens with Laura Kinney and Wolverine, super heartbreaking. I love this film. My girlfriend gave it a 10 out of 10 or 5 stars out of 5. I ended up giving it a 4.5 stars out of 5. I don't think it's perfect, but it's very close to being there. And one of the best and most mature superhero movies of all time. really subverts expectations in this entire genre, and I adore it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have watched Logan already. If you have, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? And most importantly, what is your rating? Again, I gave it a 4.5 stars out of 5, and my girlfriend gave it a 5 out of 5. Thank you so very much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.